we're going to talk about these great movies that we see tonight. And this one, Cycle, was another fantastic movie. I know that people out there saw some hard-hitting topics in this movie, but man, the message at the end was just simply amazing. And we're joined again by Shane Ries on the phone. Shane, you there, buddy?
Sure, that's reception again.
Hello? Shane?
Hello?
Yes, there we go. All right. No problem. I'm sorry. We
weren't sure if that was another language.
Yes.
Do you speak French?
He might. He was in French from the earlier movie, right? So, Shane, we just watched Cycle, which I think it's one of your newer films. I think the Parisian incident, and we actually have lost Shane. Let's see if we can pick him back up here. Bear with me.
Just get a tight shot on Bill's pants for the meantime.
Oh, yeah. So we have technical difficulties every once in a while, but we'll see if we get...
Oh, snap.
Okay, hold on for a second. And this is a live television. We always have some technical difficulties, but let's see if we can get a hold of him. Bear with me. We'll see if we can pop him back on the air. And I do apologize, but it was a great film, awesome movie, and it had a lot of hard-hitting issues dealing with drugs, violence, but once again, it had a big message. Shane. Hello?
Yes.
Okay, we got you back on the air. Sorry about that.
No problem.
All right, good. The world of modern technology once in a while fails us, but thanks for coming back on live with us here at IndieFilm.com.
I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. We just watched Cycle, and I was mentioning to the audience that it's hard-hitting, deals with a lot of major issues, but it still has that important message at the end of the movie. Tell us a little bit about this story, how you came about this movie. We saw earlier you talked about that was a true story. Tell us about this one.
Well, Cycle is basically a film that's based on real characters of people that I know in L.A. I don't want to name their names. One of them's a pretty big music producer guy. Okay. And I based the character off of that guy. He's mixed up in drugs and all that stuff too, and women and all that stuff. And basically, all the characters that I try to pull from are from real people. In this movie too, these are all real people that I know. The girl was pulled off of another person I know that was basically she had real strong beliefs and stuff, and she started going out on casting calls and stuff like that out here in Hollywood, and she just started to change her views little by little because she wasn't getting jobs because of the views and the beliefs that she had. So she, and like a lot of people do, they start to compromise what they believe in to conform to what society wants you to believe and be like, and so they can be accepted and get the jobs. So it's covering those two issues, covering the person that goes back on what they believe in, and then the person that is just living a reckless lifestyle. Now, this guy didn't die, thank God, yet, and I'm hoping that he won't, and that he'll change his life, but that's basically the path that he's headed right now.
It's a troubling situation happening in all different cities across the country.
Yep.
And like you said, and believe me, I know about compromise, and I know about people going out on casting calls and not getting jobs, and you have to do things that you might not necessarily believe in, but you want to get a job, so people bend. And it's unfortunate because, it's a tough world out there. You're trying to make a living, so you got to balance that belief and also, to get the job and get noticed. So.
And I feel like people are pushing the envelope a little bit more now these days, so they probably expect you to do more now than you would before. And so if you have morals, it's a hard, like Bill said, it's a fine line. Where do you cross that line, and where do you stick true to yourself?
Exactly. Well, I personally believe that if you make a stand, as a human being, and you make a stand for what you believe in, 100%. I think that God is big enough up there to handle a business for you. You know what I'm saying? And there's tons of stories of even people that are major guys like Jim Caviezel. He's a devout Catholic. I mean, he totally stands for what he believes. He's the guy that played The Passion. And Mel Gibson, he really believed in making this movie, The Passion, which is like one of the biggest sellers of all time. But
with
yet,
his own money.
Because because the issue is such a hot issue of, I mean, there's a lot, Hollywood is a very big Jewish community, and basically, and I think there's that conflict of interest a lot of times between Jewish people and Christians, which is weird to me because, the whole issue of Jews, because Jesus was a Jew. And the thing that's weird is that, I think, they barred, it was told that they barred Mel Gibson for doing this film. They didn't want to give him distribution off, but basically got up above, made it happen, and became the biggest movie pretty much of all time, I think.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest of all time, and that's why I'm actually putting my faith in the Lord to make sure that IndieFilmNight.com becomes the biggest internet-based television show of all time as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we won't compromise any morals here because, quite frankly, Shane, we have no morals on this show. I apologize.
Just speak for yourself, all right, Phil?
No, I do.
I have plenty of morals.
No, I have to say, honestly, I know I goof around and I joke around, but I do have strong faith and strong beliefs in the Lord and God and Jesus and everything I do. But I love to have a good time, and I think the Lord has provided me an opportunity to have fun and make fun of myself and make fun of other things. So I do thank him every single day, believe it or not. So all you people out there who think that I'm crazy and wild, guess what? God made me this way, and I'm going to stay this way because that's how he wants me to be.
Right, with tiger pants.
That's how he made you, so tell me about it.
Yes, and a lot of times my grandmother always would say, God help me. And I know what she's talking about now. God rest her soul, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But Shane, I want to say, you guys, you have great movies. You have great things going on out there. And I love the faith-based information that's coming out of it, the messages coming out of it. I have to give a big shout out to the people, the staff that you have working for you. I dealt with Marion for several weeks before we got you on the air. She's been a joy to work with, and I want you to, make sure you let her know that. And hopefully, if she's watching, I'm giving a big shout out to Marion. She's been a real great asset to your company.
Oh yeah, Marion is the bomb.
Yes, and why don't you give everybody your website so they know where to find your movies and find everything, and how to get in touch with Base 9.
All right, well, Base 9 website is base009.com, and then from there you can find all the other links to MySpace /Cycle the Movie and the Parisian Incident. They'll have links on there. And just one little quick plug. We're working right now on a movie that follows it's a documentary feature film that's going to be coming out next year. We're working on it right now. We filmed it for 2 years around the world with the lead singer from P.O.D., Head from Korn, the Metal Militia guys, Ronnie Price and Deegan, Brian Deegan, the main guys of Metal Militia. Lacey from Flyleaf. It's all these people that have the same beliefs. They're going around the world and just living the lifestyle. And it's not about their whole view is it's not about religion. It's about relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's about that personal thing and not being religious, but just being real. And they do their normal jobs on their major record labels and their major. They're sponsored by Rockstar, and there's, the drink company, and all these major people back them up, but they go do what they do, and they're all top professionals. We film about their movement called the Whosoevers.
Well, that's fantastic, and maybe we'll have that feature film here.
I'd love to see that. Who did you say from Korn? The guy from Korn? Which one?
Yes, the guitar player, Brian Head Welch.
I've actually read his book, and I tell everybody about him because that book is just so real and raw and inspirational. And for anyone who says God's not for me, read that book seriously because that was such an inspirational story that he has. He has a great story. So I'm excited.
Exactly.
To see that.
Well, that movie we're covering 1 year in the life of all these guys.
Wow. From
Argentina to New York to LA to Chicago, they've been all over the country 1 year. We shot the whole thing in 1 year. And now we're taking a whole year to edit it and put it together. So all these guys, you follow their life, the way they live their life every day.
Wow, that's awesome, and we look forward. Maybe we'll have a screening of that movie here on IndieFilmNight.com in the future.
We'd love that.
Well, for sure. We're going to hit you guys up with that for sure.
All right, no problem. Hey, once again, Shane, 2 fantastic movies tonight. Thank you for your inspiration, and keep up the good work, because there can be great movies made with great stories. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
I humbly thank you guys. You guys are the bomb. Hang in there. Keep that thing going, and we'll keep spreading the love about you guys too.
All right, thank you, buddy. Thanks.